Alright, we're back for some more Human Revolution. Let's get... I think this is the Highland Park? Abandoned factory? Hyde Park? Something like that. Let's get this started. As we head out this fire exit that is meant to be kept clear.
Orders are orders. Besides, we're about to pull out anyway. Just waiting on confirmation about Yoon.
I still can't believe he's dead. 3 months undercover with those purity freaks. Something closing at the last minute.
You mean somebody? Maybe even the same guy who got inside that port before we did.
Man, I'd like to get my hands on that one.
You see the commander's face when he got back here. Something tells me you're not the only one.
And now I'm being accused in chat of having problems. Well, I can't deny it. Think he's gonna spot me if I try and make those boxes? Also, oh, I've never been up there before. This is why I love this game. So it's something new to have a look at. Oh shit! Okay, so this area is the source for some of the most cool weapons in the game starting this area, right? Those guys you just saw, if you knock them out somehow, or kill them obviously if you're going lethal, they have the revolver, an iconic weapon from Human Revolution that is really cool. I did not know this existed here, but here is another iconic weapon from Human Revolution. The stun gun. Ah, that animation though. Yeah, boy. So, I love the stun gun. Can I like change it where it's bound, please? Okay, never mind. There you go, there you go. Actually I put that on 4. 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. Fucking stun gun. I genuinely didn't know that was there, and I've played this game like 6 times. Pockets right there. Trying to see if Johnson's meditating inside one of those. Uh-oh, that's not what I want to say. We're gonna go away from that topic quickly. Okay. Also gonna go away from that lightning quickly. It's not lightning, but you know what I mean. Oh no. Oh, good lord. No.
Get over there and confirm it.
No, no, confirm nothing. You ain't seen nothing. Also, there's the revolver ammo. Oh god.
Hello? If anyone's hiding here, you'd better come.
This guy's patrol path is really fucking with me. So there to the right is where you want to go. There's an alternative path into the building which goes upwards, I think. I don't know how you actually access it. Anyway, this was pretty easy. So I'm not gonna bother searching hardcore for the alternative path. I don't know if you can open these windows. Like I said, it's not a huge deal though. You don't find too much resistance heading in here. Well, until you actually get into the facility, and then there's a more significant amount. See if anyone spot me trying to unhack. Oh, never mind. Don't quite remember where we got that from. I think maybe from Watson, from Sanders's. No, I'm not hiding from Sanders' info. Actually, if he comes down the stairs, I think I have enough time to. Actually, this was probably a little stupid. No. Perfectly calculated.
If anyone is hiding
The
here,
art of distraction. I wonder how that door got closed. I don't know if he's gonna look through the window. Oh. Oh yeah, this is the information we got from Zeke, definitely. Access granted. Switch off those cameras. Make sure ain't nobody watching us running through the facility. Gotta find that Barrett guy. Seems like the other two took off. Or at least we're looking like it. We're gonna make sure we find that Barrett guy before he can clean up those loose ends that he was talking about. I'm gonna repeatedly throughout this playthrough get the stun gun out and put it away because I can't help myself. That animation, it's too slick. It's too slick for 2011. I think I need to get down there, which, you know, physically is possible. Easily so. But practically might cause some issues. Now, snipers do actually have a higher perception, I believe, than any other enemy type in the game. You wouldn't think it, considering how low everybody else's perception is. And considering the fact that he didn't just see me. But I do believe snipers are more likely to see you than anybody else. Now, I would just take him out, but why not use our new toy? Ugh, really? Yeah, there's no way. Oh well. Sweet, sweet 1,000 odd credits. So yeah, there's a pretty easy way we could get down there. But I don't think the guards would necessarily like it.
What's over there?
Nothing. You can't see anything. I can't believe they're not already hostile. How on earth has that happened?
I heard that. Come out.
Come on then. You want to come have a gander? Now this body is in no way secured. But that's okay, I don't think we're going to be here long. I'm going to try that whole jump down thing. We still have our autosave up top. Okay. Here I was thinking that I couldn't just take the brute force approach, but I guess when you've got Icarus, anything works. Also, sweet vent, I could have used you. What is going on here? Oh, it's a FEMA facility.
Richard, patch me to Seraph. We may have a problem here.
Wonderful. Adam, talk to me.
This factory, where the hacker's signal originated, it's got FEMA signs all over it. I think it's some kind of internment camp.
FEMA? That's impossible. Half of our contracts are government issue.
I know, but the soldiers who attacked us are here. And from the looks of it, they've got access to some pretty impressive equipment.
I better make some calls. Find out who's giving the orders and get back to me.
Alright. Smooth operator and ghost, that's what you like to see. A solid 3,200 experience points for doing pretty much nothing. This is one of those games, I think, that once you've played it enough, things just go a lot faster than originally. Like, I imagine I must have spent, like, God knows how long trying to get into this facility the first time, and we just spent about 8 minutes doing it. Oh! Oh, by the way, another nice piece of world building, not world building, but level design, that Deus Ex Human Revolution does excellently. There's an EMP grenade there, and there's a robot threat in front of you. You want an easy solution? Put 2 and 2 together. You can EMP grenade robots. And other things. Perhaps robotically enhanced people, maybe? Yes. I think this leads just out into the middle of the robot, which, you know, isn't the most subtle of ways to go. Actually, never mind. I am incorrect. It does lead to that guy, though. Oh, he's up to. I think I need to go in there. I don't see any, like, particularly nice way of doing that. I'm gonna auto, quick save. Okay. That's not too bad. Just wait for everyone to be looking the wrong way. Do I need to go up, though? Could also stun him. He might fall down and be easy to pick up. Maybe. He's looking the wrong way now if I went back under. Nah. Oh, I remember this part. There's like a drop down, right? Or maybe a go up or something.
Great. You know what that means?
Means a nice 13-hour flight for us. At least we won't be working out of this stuff anymore.
Yeah. But what about those FEMA rats? 86 number 4 we go?
Orders are to leave them alone. Don't worry. They got secrets of their own. They won't be saying anything about us.
Oh, that's interesting. They just mentioned a 13-hour flight to go see a Dutchman. Now, I don't think Detroit is 13 hours away from the Netherlands. So maybe the Dutchman is somewhere else. Hey, bro. Thank you. Also, I imminently realized that I haven't got a targeting reticle, which mostly doesn't matter. But I do like having one. It's not very good, but as you can see, yeah, it is useful. Now, I don't know if you actually have to go up here. Oh, yeah. You definitely do. There are a few areas in the Deus Ex, the modern Deus Ex games, that, like a few just little parts of the facilities, like that one, where it's like, oh, I remember this. I'd say that the level design in Deus Ex is definitely memorable, but more for vignettes than areas, if you know what I mean. Little pieces of the facilities are memorable, but the actual facilities themselves, I find, blend together a little bit. But I don't know, I think the world building, not the world building, obviously I love the world building, but I do think the Deus Ex Human Revolution level design is really good from a gameplay perspective, but at times it falls down a little, I'd say, but only at times. You can sometimes get caught hacking this, I have memories of doing so. By caught I mean like caught by the guards, not caught by the system, which obviously I just did.
Access granted.
See if I can have a look. You can pause if you want to read this stuff specifically. Well, on the YouTube video. If you're on Twitch, get fucked. If you're on Twitch, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Not really. I mean, you can, but you're seeing all of the content these days. Since there's nothing I'm doing on YouTube these days that isn't going on Twitch. Although, I guess that's not actually true. There is one thing, and that's the podcasts. Those are still YouTube exclusive. Speaking of the podcast, I'm doing one today. Pretty much immediately after the stream finishes, about half an hour afterwards, we are doing the kickoff to WrestleMania weekend, the podcast preview. And Tucker will also be giving us a mini review, I guess, of the Evolve show that he's watching right now. I'm obviously not watching it because I'm recording Deus Ex. And if you're watching this on the YouTube show, then I have already recorded that podcast, and it was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I do like a on-again, off-again podcast, but this weekend it's pretty much just going to be professional wrestling. It is a variety show, but this weekend it's a big wrestling show on, so we're pretty much just going to talk about that. I think this is to do with the meditation. If I remember correctly, you can shut the blinds in this room? Or am I thinking of something in the sequel? Yeah, I think I might be. Also, this music, I don't remember this song. It's really high energy and it's tense for what we're doing. Alright, that computer doesn't look like it's gonna be a safe hack. Unless I can, hostile? Did he find something? What on earth? He must have seen me a couple times, that's weird. Hopefully the autosave isn't too far back. No, it's not too far back. I'm not gonna bother with... Actually, I'll hack the terminal. Just for experience. With my 2 stealth upgrades, I should be able to do this fucking terminal without getting caught. Or at least maybe getting to that data node. Okay.
Access granted.
Yep, just want to make sure there's no like passwords in here.
Listen up. Operations here are over. That means gather all your toys and diapers, kiddies.
I don't want to go too fast or anything, but where are we actually going? That's always a good point with Deus Ex. It's pretty good at telling you if you just bother checking your map. It's pretty good at telling you exactly where you want to go, but you need to kind of check your map. So I need to go to this elevator. So I kind of want to get to that staircase. Okay. To the my right. I wouldn't mind if this guy came to me, because he was the bastard that spotted me last time.
Hello. If
Hi there.
anyone's hiding here, you'd bet.
Let's hope that camera doesn't see me. It's actually got a pretty good like look at me. I'm hoping it has like a limited view. And I want that camera off ASAP. I don't like the idea of taking the long way around. That guy getting knocked out wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. Ideas, ideas, ideas. I want to hack this terminal basically. I think it's a security hub, though I could be wrong. Oh jeez, this is that's okay. Okay, we're just going straight to the node because we don't have any more data stores in this one. Nice.
Access granted.
Okay. Good to know you're still there. I need to access a security hub, which I think is going to be in there. Because as soon as the camera's offline, I can start leading a campaign against those guards. And actually start, like, doing some serious damage to their numbers. Is this the room where I can turn off the blinds? Turn on the blinds, I should say. That's another EMP grenade up there. You should pick up EMP grenades. There are only a few things that I recommend storing and stocking up on across Deus Ex Human Revolution. EMP grenades, definitely one of them. Okay, actually, he's in such a position there. If I open this door, he'll get alarmed. Ugh, really? You didn't notice the door? That would have been a lot easier if you would notice the door. We get later into the game, we're probably going to have to take out more of the guards rather than sneak past them. Not always the case, there are some easy sneaks, but a good portion of the time, you're going to have to take them out. Alright, is this the security hub? Yes, it is. Alright, now I can walk with some impunity. With the cameras out, I should be able to take out that guy. Although I don't really want to use my... I'll use a tranq rifle. Yeah, actually, never mind. It's moving too much for that shit. Okay, so we're heading down this staircase until the very bottom. We should be on the level where our objective is. It doesn't seem far. In theory.
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
This is another area, like a vignette within this facility that I remember quite well, is these medical areas. Like I said, I don't think the facilities are necessarily bad, they just blend together sometimes. And some of the vignettes within the facilities I think are actually really cool. Clearly there's a lot of questions to be asked in here. Bed's out in the hallway for some reason. It's clearly... I mean, this place is pretty high-tech and pretty well-resourced, but they couldn't fully resource that medical department. Almost as if it was put in makeshift and as an afterthought. I mean, remember, we're not in the age of Deus Ex 1 here, where it's like, where nanotechnology is the future. We are testing out experimental augmentations that people's bodies are still physically rejecting. Most of the kind of medical labs you see in this game are augmentation clinics, and augmentation is kind of a recent thing that's still not kind of thought of and kind of well researched. People like Jensen, for example, they just don't exist aside from Jensen. He is special. Not many people are as auged up as Adam Jensen is. Okay.
Well, looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
Welcome to one of the boss fights of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Let me try something out to start with. Well, that didn't work. Is that a vent? Nope. So, this is one of the biggest changes from Deus Ex Human Revolution originally. Remember, we're actually playing the director's cut here. In the original game, this was a boss fight, and you kind of just had to fight Barrett. There were a few little garages nearby, but otherwise it was pretty generic. It's still, look, it's a criticism. We're going to talk about what I dislike about the Deus Ex Human Revolution boss fights at some point after the boss fight is done. But for now, I'm just going to talk about like what you can do with Barrett. There are a few little facilities around, as you can see here, that weren't there in the original. You can kind of lose Barrett and start doing things in kind of the behind the scenes to I think fuck with him is the wrong word, but in essence fuck with him. That are quite interesting. He will just eventually find you. You can't run forever. I'm pretty sure. Actually, tell you what, I'm pretty hidden right now. But I think he will eventually find you. But you can stay hidden for quite a while, and there are some things you can do. Let me see if I can find some of those things. Here we go. Nope. Apparently I can't pick up those crates. He will just keep blowing things up, apparently thinking I'm there. Now you can use EMP grenades on him like I did at the start of the fight. As you can see, every now and then I'll just go hostile again. You can use EMP grenades on him. I don't think... I mean, I want to try it before the fight ends. So I'm going to go do it now, actually, just to show you guys.
You're pretty quiet, Boy Scout. You ain't scared, are you?
Once that disappears, I'm going to go see if I can... There you go. So if you try to go and punch him, it doesn't go well for you. So, you gotta find a different solution. And going through that vent didn't quite work out for us. So maybe there's a ladder on the other side we can try. So I'm gonna have a gander. Aha! Now on give me Deus Ex. He does quite a lot of damage. So I'm gonna drink some alcohol. Ah! Yeah, son. Oh, the alcohol was a bad idea. Why am I picking up alcohol? So I can drink it. To numb the pain. Okay, that was a grenade. Wait, so how the fuck... Have I misremembered? How the fuck do you get those things open?
You know, son, this is just the way I've always liked it.
Uh-huh.
E-Mano. One-on-one.
Yeah.
Where the rubber meets the road, boy.
Hi, camera. Don't tell Barrett I'm here, okay? That's gotta be a vent. Oh, there's a hole in the wall. Did he see me? He saw me! I'm gonna drink some more alcohol. Okay, let's try a concussion grenade.
Damn sheep shot bastard!
Oh, hello. How the fuck do you get into the lower floors again? I swear it was a lot easier last time I did this. Maybe I'm missing something. That's likely. I could just fuck Barrett up, but I don't want to just fuck Barrett up. That doesn't sound fun. But that's looking like something I might actually have to do, because I can't figure out how to... Unless I'm just remembering the, Oh, there we go. Well, this hasn't helped me much. Not gonna lie. You know, I'm starting to feel like... oh wait, there's a weapons cabinet here. Oh, there's an EMP grenade. That's all good. I should not have thrown a stun grenade. Oh god. Alright.
Just the way I've always liked it. Mano, E-Mano. One-on-one. This is where the rubber meets the road, boy.
Again, I'm just trying to remember how to actually get into places. Just because there are more interesting solutions to this than just fucking Barrett up. I think. Unless I'm thinking of the pre-director's cut version. Unless they literally took options out of this version. Which, again, I don't want to get into criticisms of it. Not quite yet. And yeah, I can't walk through there. Yeah, well. If I can't find I'm gonna go through the vent one more time, and if I can't find a solution, I'm just gonna end the fight. I'm pretty sure there are ways you can get into a literal, like a control panel. In that, like... Oh, there's a terminal over here, I think. Yeah. Maybe this is what I'm thinking of. I thought it was down there.
You know, I don't need to see you to kill you.
No, I just nuked that for some reason. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's right.
Come on, son. You trying to make this personal?
Access granted.
So, here you can turn off the cameras, you can open up those doors. Down there and there. And as if you saw in that little storage cupboard, there were turrets. So we can activate those. Oh, no, apparently they're robots. Well, I have... Fuck it, let's get the robot domination too. Unless they aren't robots either. Oh, maybe there is another terminal. Here we go. We're making slight progress. Is there anything in there I should be concerned about? No. Alright, let's head over here now. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. They're definitely turrets. Wait a minute. Not sure how useful that one's gonna be. But wait, if we take this around here... Oh god. You can't hit me! Oh god, yes you can! Whoa, be careful. Okay, that didn't end up so well. But we know what we're doing now, at the very least. I knew that wasn't going to end well. I knew there was a little area. I didn't think that was in the original version. Hey, I could have killed Barrett ages ago, but I decided to show off the cool features that the director's cut added. And by cool features, I mean... What am I gonna pay for exactly? Okay, Barrett. You do you, fam. You do you. Okay, Barrett. Look, you may be smarter than me, okay? I'll admit it. I may have thought that I could get the barrel out of my hands before he shot it. It may have been folly. What on earth? How? There's no way to hack this before he gets to me, is there? Come on, 2 notes.
Access.
Okay, I guess he just didn't know I was here. Not sure how that happened. We'll take it though.
Access grant.
Alright. So we can turn the cameras off again. It's pretty much the same controls, although I think there are turrets connected to this one. Let's see. Yes. And you can set the turrets to attack enemies instead of you. So if I were to go over here, for example, and then I were to go over here, for example. Oh my god. Barrett pulls. There we go. So there you go.
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah, like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. Hang shot, Court Gardens. Penthouse. Tell him... Tell him... Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you?
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Seraph.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there.
I guess this event leads inside. So, I want to talk about that boss fight now that we finished it. That turret thing, to my knowledge, is the only major ending to that fight that they added in the director's cut. There are 3 proper boss fights in Deus Ex Human Revolution, that being one of them. There's another one, but it's not really a boss fight. And if you are so inclined, you might be able to figure out who those 3 are already, but I'm not going to say now. But those 3 boss fights, all in the original Deus Ex Human Revolution, before the director's cut, had only lethal options. As you can see in that cutscene, you were supposed to kill Barrett. And in the original Human Revolution, you had to kill Barrett just by brute force. That was the only way you could actually do the fight. I want that revolver, so I'm going to make room for it. You had to just use brute force to kill him before the... Is that on mine templates? It is. That's not enough room for the revolver. That might be, though. If it is, I think I might give up on it. Hey! Ah, this thing's slick. Look at this. Oof. Yeah, so in the original you just had to kill him through brute force. In this game in the director's cut they added all this facility stuff floating around. But to my knowledge, the only thing you can do differently with Barrett, thanks to this whole facility shit, is to shoot him with the turrets. And no matter what you do, no matter how you kill him or any of the other bosses, it ends the same way, the same cutscene. And the reason why this is a major deal is because this, if anybody watching doesn't know of the original Deus Ex, this is the 3rd game in a series, and the original Deus Ex is one of the most groundbreaking games in the industry for being an open-ended first-person shooter. It was almost a mix between a first-person shooter and an RPG, and yes, his body did indeed disappear because, graphical limitations in 2011. I guess they didn't want to animate a blown-up grenaded corpse. Yeah, so. The reason why this is a problem, and Deus Ex 2 was largely considered to be a really terrible game, so nobody ever really mentions it. But this was the 3rd one, and it came after a long time. The company had switched over to Square Enix, which, and Eidos Montreal are the people who designed it, and Square Enix published it. You can see a lot of influences of Square Enix in some of the graphical styles of the game, but it's cool, I like it. And people were a little worried, it's modern Deus Ex, can it oh, look at that, stun gun. Can it recapture the kind of ethos of the original? And for the most part, I think it did, but this is a huge deal in the original. There were 3 forced lethal encounters, which just kind of spat in the face of the kind of you can do everything the way you want motif of it. And it was sad because most of the game was super, open-ended, as you've seen so far. But these boss fights are strange, and they don't make sense. They could have just taken them out of the game entirely. But then they in the director's cut, they changed them. But what's weird is that they didn't really change them for the better. You still can't do Barrett non-lethally. Out of all 3 boss fights in the game, there's only one that is actively better in the director's cut because there's a different option, and that's a glitch. It's not intentional. There is a glitch added in the director's cut that lets you do it in a different way. So, the boss fights are... Oh, there's the body. There's a... The boss fights are one of the weakest parts of Deus Ex 3. for sure. And I'll talk about them more as we fight the other two, but Barrett is one of the best examples, because yes, it's an open-ended level where you can kill him any way you want, except you only really have 2 options. And you can kind of get to those 2 options the way you like, in different ways. You can either go to the turret somehow, or you can kill him somehow. And it's a little bit sad that that was forced. It kind of, I think the game has a great combat engine that, hey look, I'm running around Dalaran, you should know the feel. The game has a great combat engine, and it wants to show, and I'm not going to show off the combat engine much in this playthrough, because I mainly play this game as a stealth, non-lethal. But like, some of the guns feel amazing. Like the revolver, the sniper rifle, the combat rifle. There are so many of the guns that I just never use that do feel amazing. And I think the idea of the boss fights was to force you to engage with the game's combat engine. But that's not what Deus Ex should be. If you don't want to engage with it, the game should just let you not engage with it. And this is like the one elevator where there's no voice lines, and I could have just made my rant in this elevator. Way to make me out a fool, Deus Ex. I'm going to finish off the YouTube video here. We've been going quite a while, so we'll be right back.